Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce our group members. Afifah Zuhairah binti Zuhaidi, Afza Irdina binti Yusof, Ainin Sabiha binti Muhammad Sayuthi, and Amirah Bazilah binti Adnan.
Let's start with question 1. Compute probability x and y. So, when we are dealing with independent event, the probability x and y occurring is simply the probability x times the probability of event y. So 0.7 times 0.2 equals to 0.14. Next, we are looking for probability x union with probability y. So we use the additional rule for probability. So this is equals to p of x plus p of y minus p of x and y. Now, we substitute the probability of x 0.7 plus the probability of y 0.2 minus the probability of x and y that we have done before, which is 0.14, equals to 0.76. Question for A3 Roman is px prime union y prime. If you see union, you need to find all the shaded region. The shaded region are 0.56 plus 0.06 plus 0.24 equals to 0.86. 1 Roman, there must be 4 representatives from the postgraduate students and 4 representatives from undergraduate students. So the total of postgraduate students is 12 and undergraduate students is 8. The question asks 4 representatives for both. So 12C4 times 8C4 equal to 34,650. At most or at the most to say that a number or amount is the maximum that is possible and that the actual number or amount may be smaller. The possible number is 0 and 1. So we are going to make a calculation. 12C1 times 8C7 plus 12C0 times 8C8. So 66 plus 1 equals to 97.
For question 2, draw a tree diagram to represent the above information. The information given are in percentage, so we need to change it in decimal place 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, and then draw the tree diagram for PA, PB, PC, PD. For PA, draw another line for PRA and PR prime A. R prime is for does not need repair and R for need repair. How to get the probabilities for does not need repair? 1 minus 0.1, and then we get 0.9 for does not need repair. And do the same for PB, PC, PD. Next question is, what is the probability that a smartphone bought from Suruja Mobile needs repair during period? So the probability that need repairs, PR equal to PA times PRA plus PB times PRB plus PC times PRC plus PD times PRD. Just follow the information given and then calculate it, and the final answer is 0.065. The last question is, given that a smartphone bought by a customer needs repair during warranty period, what is the probability it is from brand C? So the probability that need repair from brand C is PCR equal to PRC times PC altogether divided by PR. This is the formula. And then PRC is 0.03, PC 0.2, 0.03 times 0.2, the answer we get, and then we divide by 0.065. The final answer is 0.092.
Okay, next let's look at question 3.
Suppose that a random variable x has a continuous distribution with probability density function given by fx equals to x, 2 minus x, and 0. The first question, construct the cumulative distribution function of x. We have to integrate the function separately. So I'll divide it into two. The first function is x and the second one is 2 minus x. To find the cumulative distribution function, you need to integrate the function with limits. So for the first function, we're going to be integrating the function x from 0 to x. It will be t squared over 2 between 0 to x. And then we'll substitute the values of 0 and x. It will become x squared over 2. Then we integrate the second function. We need to add up the two functions. So fx equals to integrate t between 0 to 1 plus 2 minus t between 1 to x. Then it will become t squared over 2 plus 2t minus t squared over 2, and then we'll just substitute the values. Then we'll get negative x squared over 2 plus 2x minus 1. The second question, calculate the probability of x between 1 to 1.8. We should actually integrate this, but we have done this previously, so we'll just substitute and minus. So we'll get negative 0.98 minus 0.5, and the answer is negative 1.48. Okay, next, the third question. Calculate expectation of 2x plus 3. We need to find the expectation x first because we will substitute it in the equation later. Using the formula given, integrate x times fx dx from negative infinity to infinity. So we'll just substitute the values. So we'll get 1. The expectation of 2x plus 3, we can separate it, become expectation 2x plus expectation 3, which is equal to 5. For D, calculate variance. To calculate variance, we need value for expectation of x squared. So the formula for expectation of x squared is integrate x squared times fx from negative infinity to infinity dx. We'll just substitute the values and we'll subtract it, and it turns out to be 1 over 4 plus 4 over 3 minus 5 over 12, and the answer is 11 over 12. Variance equals to expectation of x squared minus the square of expectation x, so equals to negative 1 over 12.
Lastly, question 5. The cumulative distribution function of a discrete random variable x is as follows. The question is probability 2 less than x less than or equal to 6. 2 is excluded, 6 is included. We need to minus from right to the left. f6 minus f2, we get 1 over 2. Probability x exactly 4, so f4 minus f3 we get 1 over 6. Probability distribution of x, so 1 minus 5 over 6 we get 1 over 6. 5 over 6 minus 1 over 2 we get 1 over 3. 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3 we get 1 over 6 and 1 over 3. C. Calculate expected x. Expected x or mean. The formula is sigma x times probability. So expected x is 1 times 1 over 3 plus 4 times 1 over 6 plus 6 times 1 over 3 and plus 10 times 1 over 6. So we get 1, 4, 3. Calculate variant 5 minus 3x. So variant 5 plus variant negative 3x. We know that variance to any constants is equal to 0. So variant 5 is equal to 0 plus variant negative 3x. We take out the negative 3, we need to square it. So 0 plus negative 3 square variant x. Next, we need to find variant x. The formula is expected x square minus expected x square the whole thing. So we get 95 over 3. So variant x is equal to 89 over 9. So variant 5 minus 3x is equal to 89. Thank you.